Hello folks, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another juice shop walkthrough. So today we are tackling a backend only challenge guys called as blocked RCE DoS. So we'll use Swagger UI to discover hidden endpoints, authenticate using a JWT token and replay the request in Burp suite to inject a JSON payload that keeps the server busy. Okay, so let's quickly dive in guys into the factuals. So now what I'm going to explain you is what tools are required in order to solve this challenge guys. So we'll just write it down in front of you. Tools required. All right, so the very first thing is web browser. All right, for navigating the juice shop application and accessing Swagger UI. All right, the next thing is a tool called GoBuster for directory and file brute forcing to discover hidden paths guys. All right, and obviously the third one is our Swagger UI. All right, so this is going to help us interact with the juice shop's APIs and testing our payloads. Right, and the last most important tool is for us, which is going to be the Burp suite for intercepting and modifying HTTP requests, guys, to test particularly for injection points. All right. So here are the four tools that we are going to use through this video, guys, in order to solve the juice shop challenge. Right. Let me see if the recording is turned on. So let's begin with the practical demonstration part, guys. So let's quickly begin launching the juice shop application first, guys, and I will quickly show you what the challenge is. Right. Start the application. Quickly going to launch Burp suite, which is our go-to tool here that will help us solve the challenge with ease. We're going to go to settings and enable the Burp inbuilt browser. And I will quickly launch the application just now. All right, and I will go to scope out menu to view the challenge. Right, so here under insecure deserialization category, you will see the very first challenge called as blocked RC DoS. Right, so the description reads perform RC that would keep the less hardened application busy forever. This is what we're going to challenge this solve the challenge in this video, guys. And so that is what we're going to do just now. Okay. So the very first thing that we will have to do is we will have to first find out hidden endpoints, okay, with GoBuster tool. All right, for that what I'm going to do now is launch my root terminal, a separate instance, okay, and I will just use this command over here called GoBuster. All right, directory, the full name of the tool. I'll use a minus u switch and enter the base URL of the application, which is http colon / localhost colon 3000. All right, and then use minus w switch again and go to this directory to take my word list. All right, which is under share directory. All right, there will be something called word list directory, and here that under the word list directory you will see another subdirectory called drp. Then there will be a file called common.txt. All right, which I'm going to use just now. All right, now what I'm going to do is just add a supplementary switch over here called as exclude length. I will specify a numerical value 75002. And you may ask me what this command is going to do just now. So basically, I will explain you. I will dissect each of the parts of this particular command line to help you understand better what this command line is going to do just now. The GoBuster tools command line. All right. So this particular part over here, which is GoBuster direct, which means runs in directory enumeration mode. All right. And this minus u switch is to specify the URL. All right, which is the base URL of the application, and then the minus w, which means it's going to use a word list, common word list. All right. W stands for word list, and you've chosen one that is already available within your Kali Linux virtual machine, or if you're hosting it on a physical host directly, that does not matter. And then this part over here, exclude length, and the 75002 generally means it filters out any fallback pages, guys. Okay, so juice shop returns generic 200 OK for invalid paths. Okay, all with length 75002. All right, and now we are going to quickly run this command, guys. As soon as we did that, you will get all available endpoints, okay, for the OS to shop application. All right, so already that it has found one over here. Okay, let's see the final output, guys, what we get. All right, So there you go, guys. We have found two valid paths which the application has just now. All right. So the one that we should be looking at is, or should be interested at, is the API-docs one, guys. Right. So this is what we are going to try accessing using the base URL itself. Okay. We have to insert this path into the base URL, and that is going to give us a lot of clue. Okay. But before that, if you just do a cd shop and just do a ls, you will see something called swagger.yml file. All right, so that's what initially I did as well. So initially I came to understand, or got an understanding, that there is a swagger UI, okay, which will help us talk with the juice shops API endpoints. All right. So now to access the swagger UI, that's what we have managed to find here using the GoBuster tool. Okay, so now what we will do is, we already have the inbuilt browser open. All we have to do is just go to colon 3000, just to a forward slash and just to API-docs. We will mostly land into the Swagger UI page, guys. Okay, so this will help us test our JSON payloads. All right, that will help us understand the susceptible endpoint. All right, and it will also help us to replay the modified web requests, HTTP request, and then help us solve this challenge. Hello guys, so what you're seeing just now on my screen is nothing but Swagger UI, okay, and it's our gateway to backend roots of the application. All right, you can think of it like a live map of JuiceShop's backend logic. So using this interface, we will find the JuiceShop's juicy endpoint orders page, which is susceptible. So what we need now is, for authentication purpose, we need to get a valid JWT token, all right, JSON web token, all right, and to get that, what we will use is, obviously we'll use Burp suite. Okay, I will quickly try to intercept a web page post logging on. We'll just quickly log into the application using admin ID. All right, let me quickly see if recording is still on. So I've faced issues with the recording. Right, so that's on. Quickly going to, so that's me logged onto the application, guys. So all I'm going to do now is just try to turn the interception on. Just go to file, just navigate to different pages over here. Then what I will do is just go to HTTP history over here. I'll go to something called who am I, all right, to locate a valid bearer token, authentication token. Somewhere I should see that. So this is the thing, guys. Okay, you can see in this particular request as well. Right, what I will do is quickly copy this JWT token, guys, over here. And now what I will do is, in order to find that susceptible juice shops endpoint, I'll go back to Swagger UI. I'll click on this authorize button or option, quickly punch in the JWT token, click on authorize. Right, so that's me successfully authorizing it, guys. And here what I will do is, I will click on this try it out option and execute this particular code, guys, curl code, and I will click on execute. So I have to turn the intercept off over here. All right, so that's after turning off the interception, the code successfully executed, the curl code. All right, and you will see the susceptible endpoint has been identified by us, okay, which is nothing but B2B V2 orders. Right, so we have successfully managed to find the orders page, guys. All right, and again what we have to do is go back to history page, HTTP history page. We have to find that particular page, guys, which is over here. All right, and what we have to do now is send this particular request to repeater tab, so that we tweak the JSON section, this one over here, and trying to inject a custom JSON payload, which will help us to initiate or get a response that will help us solve the challenge. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I have already constructed a JSON payload, guys, basically. All right, this is the sneaky payload one, all right, which we will use in order to solve this challenge, guys. All right, so what this particular JSON payload will do for us is, but before that, the same output from Swagger UI, which revealed as the request URL as in the susceptible endpoint, can be found from another method, guys. Okay, if we quickly go to juice shop directory just now, I'm going to show you the alternative way. If I quickly do ls under juice shop directory, you'll see something called swagger.yml. If you just quickly try to read the file, all right, and if you quickly copy this output over here to a notepad file, okay, if you do a quick find, quickly search for orders, you will see something, this one. All right, this is the same path where the orders page resides. All right, from the which was revealed to us from this Swagger UI's request URL field. All right, you can see, you can compare the same thing, B2B V2 It's the same thing, guys. Okay, under the v2 directory, you'll find the orders page. All right. Now what we are going to do is insert this sneaky JSON payload which we have constructed just now. All right, this one, and I will explain you what this JSON payload is currently going to help us solve the challenge, guys. Before we do that, I will explain you, or I will break this payload into different pieces and explain you what this payload is all about. All right, is my recording still on? All right. So, guys, this particular thing, all right, from here till here, all right, till here, this is going to define a function called DoS, guys. All right, and then this particular thing over here, while true, all right, which is nothing but it's going to run an infinite loop, all right, and then this one, it's going to immediately invoke this particular function, guys. Okay, so there is a infinite loop which does not exist basically. Okay, and then it's going to keep the server busy, as in the application server busy. All right. So I'm going to help you explain what this payload is about, guys. The JSON payload, a sneaky one, definitely. So this is a JavaScript-based DoS payload, guys, injected into the order lines data field of the orders endpoint in the juice shop application, guys. So basically, this order lines data over here is the string field, guys, in the backend API of the application. So the server deserializes this particular string and executes it using a dangerous method-like function, which is over here. All right, this particular part. All right, so that makes it a deserialization sink. Okay, perfect for injecting sneaky JavaScripts like this. All right, and so let's break down this particular thing, guys. Okay, piece by piece, so that you understand the motive of this particular sneaky payload, guys. All right, so this particular part over here, you can take it from here till here. All right, which is nothing but it's going to define an anonymous function, guys, named DoS. This one. All right, and then it wraps the logic that we want to execute basically, which is this one. All right, you can take till here, okay, or you can consider up till here, right, this part, which is nothing but inside the function. Okay, inside this function, so we run an infinite loop, guys. Okay, while this particular thing over here, which means keep looping forever, as in there is no break, no return, no exit, so it is going to hog the CPU endlessly. All right, and then this final part over here, final piece of the code, which is nothing but it's a self-invoking part, guys. So it immediately calls the function after defining it. Okay, so basically you can think it as a runtime engine. All right, which runs the code, okay, or runs the actual logic. So that's the I will say a deep explanation about what this payload is going to do in our case, or help us solve the challenge. So I'm going to quickly copy this, guys, or rather just copy this particular line over here, just the script alone. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this entire snippet over here, JSON snippet, and just paste the actual content, or actual JavaScript. Okay, and then try to run this or replay this, and so the expected outcome is 500 internal server error with the exact message called infinite loop detected, reach maximum iterations, which is what we wanted, okay, to do. And after that, what we have to do is excuse me, if you go to juice shop directory, or if you go to proxy page, go to intercept. So hopefully the challenge should have been marked as successful now. Okay, if we go to quickly, if we try to access the scoreboard menu, okay, using this, and if we go to insecure deserialization just now, and you will see the challenge getting marked as successful now. And so that's how we have managed to solve this challenge, guys, which is rated 5-star in terms of difficulty level amongst all these challenges listed over here. Okay, it's not a 6-star challenge, but definitely a 5-star challenge, which is just 1 star lesser than the max difficulty rated challenges. Right, so that marks the end of this video, guys. So that's a wrap on my end, and if you found this simulation helpful, please see the report button to this video and do subscribe my channel for more useful technical simulations related to cybersecurity. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, stay safe, cheers, bye bye.